Hello, everyone.
Hello, guys.
I'm Veronica.
And I'm Valdemar.
And today we're watching quite an old recommendation because this guy has been recommended to us quite a while ago and
So how do you
several
remember?
times. Oh, because I keep a record of everything that everyone ever recommends. So you can keep the recommendations coming and we'll get to them at some point. No, it's not bullshit. I really do.
Smells like it.
I have screenshots on my phone. So it's Kevin Bridges. He got recommended to us even before I think we watched Peter Kay when we were talking about guys with like strange stand-up comedians with strange accents.
Mm-hmm.
And someone recommended this guy for Scottish comedy, and I did an accent check.
But I think I know him. Like we had a conversation just a moment ago because he looks familiar and he sounds familiar.
I hope we haven't watched anything of him because I cannot remember that. But I have checked this guy.
Definitely, I remember Michael McIntyre.
Yeah.
You remember? I think it is the same show even.
Yeah, it's the same show. And we watched on this show, we watched the guy Stephen Hughes, the guy that looked like the homeless politician.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on this show. So now it's time for Kevin Bridges.
Michael McIntyre is the one with the sounds, right?
Yes, with the comedy, with the words, if all the sounds were pronounced. We were hating on him quite a lot, but I think for good reason. This one is called The Bus Stop Joke. I haven't seen the whole of it because I wanted to have some surprises as well, but I just checked that the accent is understandable. And
For me.
And I think it is.
Veronica is like, oh, you are so bad at English.
No,
but
I just
need to check those videos for you if you will be able to understand them with your inferior hearing.
I just lived in Scotland for a couple of years, so I'm...
Scotland.
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 Scotland. You have to like swallow the word halfway through. Okay, so I'm excited to see it because we are still looking for new comedians to follow. The part that I've seen, no, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna spoil
Don't spoil
anything.
it for me. Yeah.
I just stopped myself.
I just read a comment under this video. Someone was saying that he needed his asthma inhalator because he almost died watching this. So my expectations are pretty high.
Okay, well then my expectations are pretty high as well. Let's check it out. Ready?
So it's good to be in Edinburgh. I'm actually from Glasgow myself.
Glasgow.
That's the worst
Thank
Scottish
you.
accents. Like, don't
I
find
would
me.
very much get a reputation. The city of Glasgow was recently announced as Europe's murder capital, but also voted the UK's friendliest city. In the same week, we got our act together pronto. You might get the shite kicked out of you, but you'll get directions to the hospital.
You understand, right?
Yeah.
He's not too bad.
Nice people. A bit mental, but a friendly mental. I also remember my first ever altercation with a friendly madman. Right. It was about midnight. I was standing at a bus
like
stop,
Canadian.
waiting on a bus. That's the way I play the game, right? That's how I roll. At the bus stop, waiting on a bus, two people sat beside me. They were doing something similar, and everybody was having a good time. Sounds a bit far-fetched.
How do you like it so far?
There was not... I mean, there was like two jokes.
Yeah, but you were.
I understand everything, but I need to focus. So maybe that's why my look is so focused, not so relaxed as usual.
Yeah, but you were giggling at least a little bit because we had a very bad role with finding new comedians. Like you can trace back on our channel if you're interested. But the last couple of new comedians that we've seen were not so good. So I feel like this one is a little bit better. I mean, the bar is kind of on the floor, but
air is coming out of them.
Okay, let's go on.
I should be a comedian.
Yeah, you should
I am. You said that you didn't like the Glasgow, right?
No.
It's a horrible city.
No, it's not.
I remember you were saying that it's disgusting and only horrible people are living there, and it's like the ass of the world. You said that Edinburgh is great and beautiful, and it looks like from Harry Potter, but the Glasgow is like the...
Yeah, Glasgow is ugly. It's just grey, but I do like the city. But it's kind of like my hometown, so I kind of feel a connection to it because it's just dirty and grey. But not all parts of it, but most parts of it.
You can take a guess from what city Veronica is. If you will Google the Polish ugliest city, That's the one.
No, that's not the one. But anyway, I wanted to say what the worst thing that came out of Glasgow is the Glaswegian accent, which is just horrifying. I'm sorry if you're from Glasgow.
Glaswegian?
Like Glaswegian.
Okay.
Having a good time. Sounds a bit far-fetched, but it's based on a true story. So everyone's there getting their bus stop on when a friendly madman showed up. A guy. He was across the road and he shouted, "Hoi, you! Hoi, you! Aye, you!" Now, when you're at a bus stop at midnight and somebody instigates a conversation with "Hoi, you! Hoi, you! Aye, you!" you kinda shite yourself.
Yeah, fair enough.
And you try and keep your head down, right? And then the guy shouts, "Hoi, fat boy, fatty." And while I'm standing there and I'm looking at the two people, I'm trying to figure out their BMI. And because one of us is about to become a statistic, right? But beside me were just these two big, skinny pensioner types. So, cool, this one must be for me.
He's not fat at all. He has face.
Round face,
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
that's old.
Give me a quid, or you're getting stabbed.
Okay.
I thought, a quid? That was quite reasonable. Panic over. I mean, I've never been stabbed, right, but I can imagine it'd be somewhat inconvenient. Maybe even put a dampener on your evening, right? You'd be covered in blood. You'd need to go to a hospital to get stitches. You'd be physically and emotionally traumatised. And here, we've got a gentleman offering me the chance to bypass such a horrendous ordeal in this current financial climate for a mere £1. Now I'm a sucker for a bargain. So.
Is that it?
Give me a
That is
quid,
it.
or you're getting...
I liked it.
Yeah, but
I feel like I liked it more than you. I don't know.
the comment kind of.
Oh yeah, the expectations were too
Yeah.
high. Why did you read the comment first then? I mean, we weren't wheezing, but I think it was kind of funny. I liked it. No?
Yeah.
I like the premise of the joke. It was well executed as well. I don't know. I like it.
I think it's funnier if you're Scottish, then you're like, yeah, they are talking about us. Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
Yeah, maybe, but he's a Scottish comedian, so he always talks about Scottish people. So I guess that's the premise of the whole show. Maybe. I don't know. It is funny though. I feel ashamed for liking it.
No, it was good. It was just
It's like crickets.
yeah, kind of. I remember when I was in such a situation, I was also it was on the railway station, and some two guys came to me and they said that I need to give them 10 zloty, which is like £2,
Yeah.
or they will stop me.
Really?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Before I knew you,
Really?
I told them to fuck off. Because they
You didn't recognize the bargain for what it was.
no, they looked like just some drunkards, and they were smaller
You
than
think
me.
you could take 2 small drunkards? Two.
Also, it was middle of the day in like the most public place
Okay.
in the city, so it was like I quickly like judged the consent pros.
I think
also I was a student, so 10 zlotys was like
Your
3
dinner
days
that day.
3 days of eating. So
Well, that's true, but I think you're overestimating the team spirit of the general Polish public. I don't think you would have received much help.
also in Poland, such things like that don't happen very often. So
I guess.
I was like, if it was United States and he was threatening to shoot me, I would be like, okay. Or in Britain, someone would threaten to stab me.
Yeah. Fair enough. In Poland, but the violence is not that common generally. So you are scared when you are outside at night, but it's not. It's not common that
really.
something
I mean,
happens to you.
maybe as a woman, but not very much.
Also, not really, because if there is a story that's like a sexual assault story or a story about someone getting stabbed,
it's
or
nationwide.
beaten, it's a national news because it happens every few months.
I mean, maybe it happens more often, but
violence happens, but in enclosed spaces in Poland. So like there is a lot of like stuff that's not even put on the in the news, but there's a lot of like the wife killed the husband, or the husband killed the wife, or there was a small group, like a party, and people killed each other.
Yeah,
but not really that
in general, Poland is pretty safe. Yeah. So if you want to travel there, then it's a good place to travel.
It is a really good place to travel.
It was a very good place to travel a couple of years ago because it was very cheap in Poland.
Yeah, nowadays it's not so cheap anymore.
It's not so cheap. Like you have the salary is the Eastern salary, but the prices are Western prices.
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, do you want to check out more of Kevin in the future?
Not really. Sorry. I mean, he was not bad, but the accent for me was kind of. I understood everything, but I had to focus.
It wasn't worth the effort for you.
And maybe that's why I wasn't smiling that much, because like every joke was like clicked here a second later than it should.
Okay.
Like when you're watching comedy,
again.
Like when you're watching comedy with subtitles, and in the language that you don't understand, and you need to read the joke before you can laugh. Like I had subtitles here in my head. I was like, stabbed. Okay.
Okay, I get it. Okay, yeah,
that
might
like,
be difficult
stabbed?
in that case.
He stabbed him. Stabbed. Stabbed. Okay, so.
Okay.
So that was the trouble that I had with this video.
Okay, no, that's understandable.
But he was funny. Like 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10 is not bad. Oh yeah, we also have this idea. I think it's gonna come in a couple of months, but we really want to.
Like with the Dancing with the Stars, we will be like having this.
That's another idea. That's my idea, that we could like rate every comedian at the end of the video. But another idea that I have, I really want us to do like a compilation video of all the comedians we've watched until that date, and do like a tier of the comedians, because we already watched quite a few.
This.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that's coming in the future. If you guys would be interested, let us know.
Special for 10,000 subscribers. Yeah. So subscribe.
Okay, we could do that. That's not a bad idea, but it's quite far in the future, I'm afraid. But maybe not.
Maybe we should say that it's a special for 1 million subscribers, so then they will be more inclined to subscribe.
I think if a goal is impossible to attain, then people are not so much inclined.
Oh, impossible.
But maybe you can prove me wrong. If you have been watching this channel for a while and you haven't subscribed yet, then now this is your call to action. Please subscribe. And
especially this one guy who is commenting under.
He subscribed. I checked.
He did?
Yeah, thank you for subscribing.
The guy with the Vander.
I don't know. Let's not call out anyone personally.
The guy with the old face, like the old photo, like the black and white photo.
Yeah, I checked and he subscribed.
He subscribed?
Yes.
The dude was on this channel since the beginning, like since our 3rd video, and he's commenting under every second video.
And we really like you. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been with us from the beginning. Thank you.
You've been noticed.
You've been noticed. Yeah, all of you have noticed, to be honest.
Now he'll be like, so I'll unsubscribe, so they will talk about me more.
Yeah, but it must be scary to be perceived by the YouTube channel. But really, if you comment on more than like 1 or 2 videos, then rest assured we know who you are, because we don't have that many regular commenters yet. So we recognize you and we love you. Even the couple people of you who leave slightly negative comments after every video, that still boosts our engagement. I don't know if you knew that. So keep doing that, please.
Yeah, we don't mind negative comments. I only don't like those comments when you are saying that we are woke. And because of being woke, we didn't laugh.
Sometimes I am a bit woke,
you
so
are,
I don't mind them. I don't mind them.
But I take offense in that.
Okay, I don't take offense in that. I take offense when people say I'm offended, because I'm not offended. I'm just woke, but it doesn't mean I'm offended. Okay, see you in the next video, guys. Check out our movie channel, check out our Patreon, and check out whatever else you'd like. Bye-bye!